Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Aaron Donald getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. "51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. It's gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Carson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Henderson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And out now come the Seahawks. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what
you think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun to give to Henderson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henderson. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet. Not
a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try. That works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it. But there, I think worth it. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 10. 1:44 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.